want to hear what you say. Do you think women are more competitive than men?
Okay, so
I want to hear what you say on this one. I just threw it out
so so what can I take you with this? Because I want you to understand that you're dealing with an individual, right? That understands the value of manhood so much that I don't blame a woman. I'm gonna answer the question, but Kevin Samuels was a very popular figure, but I went at Kevin Samuels, right? There were some things, he said some things that were true, but there were some things that were problematic because he was appealing to the less and the weakness in males. How do I know that? Because his premise was to blame the woman for something. And when I got at him, I was explaining to him there is no race of people upon the face of the earth that blame their women for anything but black males. And that's a shame. There is no race of men that blame their women. What you are doing, you are saying to the world that you have not developed enough as a man to accommodate whatever her issue is. It's a shame for us to be promoting the idea that it's the woman's fault. My dad, in his book, The Myth Man, there's a line, a character named Messiah is dealing with her man, Jimmy Lamar, and they having an argument. I always remember this line. And Messiah says, I'm not going to reduce my womanhood, right, to accommodate your lack of man. Ooh, I love that. I'm not going to reduce my womanhood to accommodate your lack of man. And so what's going on in our society, right here with particularly black people, is the lack of man. And you would see, even in this interview, when you show this, there's going to be a whole bunch of males that be mad at what I'm saying, right? Yeah. And I already know who you are, but I'm only here for the remnant, right? But for me, when you say, do you think a woman is more competitive, it's not even something that goes across my mind. Yeah. It's nothing that I don't even register.
Not in a relational. Not even in a relational
in any way
context.
There is no way in the world that I'm even registering whether she's competitive, whether she is whatever, because I am so consumed within the idea of the value of the man that I'm going to accommodate whatever way she goes, if it's left, if it's right, if it's crisscross or whatever. I was having a conversation with a friend, and a guy was, somebody being in a relationship with a guy that, is not monogamous, right? Yeah. She was questioning him about something, and he was offended. Well, and then he starts saying, man, I got so much responsibility going on. My family don't want nothing. My family this, my this, that, and the other. And he became the victim. So what I expressed to my friend is that this is an individual that doesn't understand that accountability comes with that role. If you are a person that has a corporation, what goes along with the role is accountability. You can't cry about what goes along with you being an individual, right, that is trying to govern over several women. Accountability goes with that. I have a nephew that was in the lifestyle, and he was complaining to me about his girl. And I told him, do not complain to me about her. Because if you have told her from the beginning that you are every man to accommodate whatever her issues are, and all you require of her is for her to stay down. That's your requirement. You just stay down with me, right? And when you're saying I'm an individual that requires you just to stay down with me, I will take care of all of whatever that other stuff you think you bring into the table. It's nothing. That goes along with the territory. Don't put yourself out there telling a woman something, and then when a situation come about, you become a shrinking violet. That's some unmanly stuff. And you see that everywhere around the country, and particularly in our people.
Do you believe within our community now, black community, black women are striving for excellence more than men?
Yeah, what has been sold to them as the idea of excellence within the confounds of this country, right? The reason why I'm saying that is because I had a young lady named Tori who just started coming to my classes, right? And she comes up out of the Nation of Islam, and we are having a conversation. And she said to me, you know, I'm not surviving, I'm living. Yeah. I'm living. And I said, can I challenge that, Tori? Right? Can I challenge? Because you said it emphatically, you said it with passion, like that really means a lot to you. But I want to ask you, who gave you the idea of what living is? What do you mean when you say that, right? Does it mean because you are having money? What does that mean to you? And I asked her, if you were teaching somewhere, right, would your idea of living, would it apply in Mexico? Would it apply in Africa? Would it apply everywhere? Right? And so Tori thought about it for a little while, and she says, you know what? I'm talking out of my privilege, and it probably wouldn't apply to other areas. I said, well, you have to be careful with what somebody has sold you the idea of living is, because what if they take it away from you?
Facts.
What if they take away that idea that you have invested so much energy into? So when you say, are women black in our communities pursuing excellence more than black men, according to what the system said is valuable, yes.
In this culture, in this context,
Yes,
in this
in this
time. But it's not a
context.
universal concept.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Huh?
Cool. No. I said, no, continue. I was just saying, I see what you're saying. It's not a universal concept. That's why I said
That's
within
what
this
I'm
culture.
saying. Yeah. So within the constructs of what the country have sold the idea of success, of living, the bag, the money, capitalism, all those things.
Values on the whole, you know?
Huh?
Just values on the whole. I say just values on the whole.
Yeah, in that capacity. But again, I would challenge an individual in that, because I would tell them there's an Achilles heel attached to that you're not looking at, right? Because you have bought an idea from somebody that can be challenged, and I'm challenging you. So yes, but as far as within the system, women are, they're striving far more than black males.